Today from my kitchen, I am bringing you an old recipe that many of us do know and love, but we don't make very often anymore. Split pea soup. When I was growing up, it was a staple, especially during fall and winter, and Mom always served it with lovely homemade buns. I still love split pea soup, and it's not hard to make. It is time consuming, but not hard. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Judith, and today we're going to make something that's great for this type of weather. As you can probably hear, it is raining really hard outside. So we're making split pea soup. And Mom always served it with buns, home-baked buns. So what we have here is 4 cups of stock made with our nice smoked ham hock. Now Mom didn't use ham hock, Mom used ham bones from roasting or baking a ham, but I find it easier for me, because I don't bake a ham very often, just to go to the store and buy a smoked ham hock. About half a cup of chopped onion. It's 1 medium or half a large onion. 2 cups of diced carrot. 2 bay leaves. Some salt, and that's salt to taste. So I'm going to start with a teaspoon or so and build up from there. And then of course our split peas. Now this is going to vary about how much you put in it due to how thick you want your soup and how fast they break down. Yeah, it varies, so I can't give you a definite amount, but for that amount I would probably use about half of that. So I'm thinking probably 2 cups, maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more. So first thing we're going to do is take our ham hock, skin it, bone it, and chop it up. Now hopefully you've let it cool long enough. Mine's a bit warm, but let me grab something so I can hang on to it. Just hang on to the end of the bone if it's a bit warm. Of course, if you're using a ham bone, all the meat is probably already boiled away from it while you made your stock. This I have put in the pot and boiled for approximately 2 hours. And let me just cut everything off the bone. You don't have to be fancy about it. And once you get the skin off, the bone out, skin off, you just want to cut it into smallish pieces, not terribly small because it will come apart more as the cooking process progresses, because pea soup you do have to cook for a long time. Alright, now that we have everything cut up, ready to go, I have my 4 cups of stock in the pot, and unlike most soups where you soften your onions first, and my mom never did that. So this, we just go straight in with the onions into the stock, the carrots into the stock, the bay leaves, and 2 cups of the split peas. And stir that in. Now that's looking like a lot of split peas for that amount of stock. So I do have 2 cups of stock in reserve, because we're probably going to need it. And if you need more than that, you can just add water. So we're going to give a stir around. We are not adding our meat from the ham hock yet because it will disintegrate. I mean, it will add a lot of flavor, but we don't want it to disintegrate too much. And we're not adding the salt yet because that will possibly inhibit the breakdown of the peas. So we're going to put the lid on and we're going to bring that to a nice simmer and let it go. And it's going to have to cook for at least an hour before it starts to break down. Then we'll check and see how it's doing. The peas are mostly broken down. Some people I know at this point will put it in a blender because they don't like the chunks, but I like the chunks. I like to get a piece of ham or smoked hock or, you know, a little bit of carrot, little onion. The carrot and onion are also soft, but you won't even notice them anyway. And as I said, it's hard to judge how many peas you want to put in, how much liquid you need to put in, but it's always fixable. Add more water or broth. Add more peas if you have to. Let it boil longer. Now, as usual, with anything you cook, you need to taste it for seasoning. Well, this smells absolutely wonderful. We do have to taste to see if there's enough salt in it. Yeah, I'm not actually getting the salt, so I'm going to add a little more. So about another teaspoon. And if you like, you could add some pepper. In my family, we generally leave the pepper to be added at the table by the individuals because not everyone likes pepper. That's coming closer to pea soup flavor. But I think we need to put another bay leaf in that. Even for the next half hour or so that it's going to cook, that will make a difference. I have accidentally left the bay leaves out before and had to add them at the last minute, and definitely makes a difference. Okay. That should do it. A little pepper in that, to my taste, and it'll be great. So that's our split pea soup, and unfortunately because it is soup, things won't stay on the top, but there's all these wonderful bits of pork hock in there and carrot, and the carrot's very, very soft. You can't even see the onion anymore, it's disintegrated so well. But it's a lovely, lovely color. I hope you will like the video. Click that like button. If you enjoyed it a lot, please click the subscribe button. That gives me a hand up on building my channel. And I appreciate all of you that like and subscribe and even just watch. You are all wonderful. Thank you so much.